questions to ask, right? I campaign with the confidence rising. I told WDF don't switch, good times are coming on infinity diving. Fan cams, reactions, watch alongs to the pride of London thriving. The Eagles of South, they flying. Keep your eyes on us, we ain't hiding.
Yes, guys, welcome back to Eagle-Eyed Football. And this is probably our biggest game of the season and something that we've all been looking forward to all season. But before we start, Dan, how's it going?
Yeah, good. I've got to go work in like 10-15 minutes, so it's a bit peak. But otherwise, I'm good. How are you?
I hope you're going to work in your Palace shirt, mate.
Yeah, of course, mate.
And we are here with the CEO of Roy Out, Tristan O'Free.
Love, man, love. Yeah, I'm doing well, man. I'm really good, man. I'm buzzing for tomorrow. I'm gonna be there, and I really fancy us. Especially the squad we got and the players we got on the way. Brighton have been playing recently, and we just come off the back of a win. So I'm buzzing, mate. But yeah, I'm doing good, man. Thanks for checking up. Always.
Both of us, we've done deadline day streams. What's your thoughts on what happened yesterday? Impressed? A little bit lackluster? Too little, too late? What do you think?
It's a bit of a difficult one, a bit of a sticky one, really, because at the beginning of the window, I was going to give it a 0.5 out of 10, and then we go in Nunes, and then we go and get Adam Wharton for £22 million. I was shocked when us spending £22 million in January, very unlike us. So it was a big surprise, but it really just gave me a bit of a confidence boost and put a little bit of a smile on my face. He's a good player. He's got good quality in that as well, Wharton. So looking forward to seeing him feature tomorrow. And it kind of the board a little bit. They sort of did redeem themselves a tad bit, but the disappointing thing is we didn't get Cornet in. That's not on us. That's on West Ham because they couldn't find a replacement for him. But we should have got a striker. We should have pushed more to get Broja back on. We should have gone for him more, but we just didn't even touch him at all, go close to him to trying to prevent him to come and sign for Crystal Palace. But disappointed we didn't get a striker. But overall, I'd say it ended better than I anticipated at the beginning of the January window. So at least we have some new young players in our team, and we got. They depth in our squad a bit more, plus the players that have come back from injury recently too. So it's massive for us, and that especially with signing like Wharton. So I was pleased with it, but just disappointed we didn't get a striker. And obviously the Cornet thing is what it is. That wasn't down to us. That was down to West Ham, and what really happened behind the scenes. It's on them really, to be fair. So
yeah,
we can't do nothing about that.
I think with
computer error.
Not surprised.
I think with what I think that was the Ben Rama thing, wasn't it? But that eventually got through because they appealed it. But I think that they, how they brought him on literally in the 96th minute for like 2 seconds as well. I think that was just to rub it in as well. I can't lie, but it is what it is. Dan, you have done extensive research on Adam Wharton. Can you give us just a quick rundown of what you think that he'll bring to the club?
I think he's an excellent player. As I say, I did a thread on him in September. He's got a fantastic eye for a pass, got a very good range of passing as well. Like it wouldn't surprise me to see him receive the ball, spin out of trouble, and then put a nice through ball into someone. He's someone who's very progressive, which is obviously something that we miss quite a lot, especially without Shektakore in the middle. I would say he will need a little bit of time to adjust. Obviously, he played in the Championship, which is similar to the Premier League in style, but obviously is a bit less intense in that sense. I think he would need to bulk out a little bit as well. Defensive side of the game is solid, but I think he has a lot to learn. When I watched him, he was pretty aggressive, but I would say maybe too aggressive at times. Just needed to know when to stand his ground a little bit more, perhaps. But I think that's something that he'll certainly learn over time. He's 20 next week, I think. So
yeah 20.
Plenty of time to learn. And to be honest, I'm very excited that we got him. £22 million, including add-ons. I think, considering, I think he'll go for triple that in the next few years. Well, maybe not a few years, but at some point he'll go for triple that. I think that's very good business. I think bringing Munoz in as well, good business. I've watched a little bit of him since we've done it. I did mean to put out a thread today, but I just had stuff come up and I couldn't do it. But he seems very attacking, very good with the ball as well, and also defensively seems pretty decent as well. So certainly an upgrade on Klein and Ward immediately.
Yeah,
So I would have liked to see us add a left winger. I agree with Michael's comment. I can't.
Massively.
I agree with that. I think I'll go exactly the same. Probably like 6.5 out of 10. With Cornet, probably would have been an 8. A striker. To be fair, I could have taken or leaving that. But certainly a left winger, given that Roy doesn't like playing good young players.
I think the rating I gave it right at the end, I think I gave it a 7 because the midfielder and the right back were the two most important positions, which got filled. If Cornet came in, that would have made it a 9, and if Roy went, that would have made it a 10. But with what you said about Roy hating young players, we've just bought Adam Wharton, who is 19, and we've seen him in his press conference already saying that he needs to bed himself into the team. He needs to get ready for the step up. He's already played half the season in the Championship. He's probably played more games than Palace have played altogether this season, just in the Championship alone.
Yes.
So how can he not be match fit or not ready?
Exactly.
We bought him for so much money. How's he not ready? Tristan, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, he's been playing for them regularly, 43 appearances this season, 2 goals and 1 assist in that. You know, the guy is amazing. You know, he's fully fit. He's been playing regularly, week in, week out for Blackburn. He played last month and that. It's not like a Franca situation when he hasn't played for like 4 or 5 months and that, and he's still, you know, taking time getting back from injury for 2-3 months. This guy's ready to be played. You know, I don't want to hear all this BS that, look, he's not ready yet. Look, he needs to take time to adjust that. No, forget that. Screw that. This guy's played against Chelsea. Blackburn played Chelsea in the League Cup back in August, and I was watching him. And what he brings, you know, in that middle, he brings quality. You know, he's very good at, he's very dynamic. He's very skillful. He's very good at opening up oppositions. He's very good at holding onto the ball. He kind of reminds me of Jordan Ayew, but a little bit faster in that. His dribbling superb in that as well, and his technical play is something we needed. We've been calling for this season, you know, and him alongside Lerma plus, you know, if we played Ozo and that as well, it'd be a solid midfield. You know, whether that's going to happen, I don't know, but you got to think Eze's in Cam and that as well. So it's most likely going to be Eze in Cam and Lerma, and I'd say Wharton. But do you play Wharton or do you play Ozo? That's a tough decision Roy's got to kind of make. Do you know what I mean? And this is for us going forward and that as well. This is the future for us, you know, within the next few months, within next season, within the next 5 years or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So
you give him the option. Yeah, you give him the option between Wharton and Ozo, and he'll still pick Schlupp. That's the problem.
Oh God, don't even get me started on Schlupp. Good Lord.
I mean, to be honest, I think I would have sent Ozo on loan for the rest of the season, and and kept Wharton and played him ahead of Schlupp.
That's actually a few things that frustrate me. Obviously, after deadline, lots of rumors start coming out, don't they? And obviously, we don't know if it's gospel or not, but apparently, Jack Wells Morrison was approached to go out on loan, which we rejected. Jez was approached to go out on loan, which we rejected.
Yeah.
I think Ozo was approached, but we rejected. But I can kind of understand that one because he's playing a little bit
weekly in that.
But still, to be sitting here rejecting players to go out on loan that really need it, like especially Jack Wells Morrison, like he's known in the youth academy to be this next big thing. But if we're not letting him go out on loan, how's he going to progress? And also, I saw a rumor that apparently we were trying to get rid of Jaden Raymond permanently to Portsmouth.
Yeah, I heard about that, and then it fell through last minute and collapsed the deal.
How would we get rid of one of our biggest talents? I don't know.
Honestly,
But Dan, quick before you go, what can you expect from us to do in this game against Brighton? Bear in mind that Hodgson said that Eze is going to have a scan, so he's probably doubtful in this game.
Well, I mean, what do I expect from any Roy Hodgson team? I mean, I think we're going to give them too much respect. I completely agree with what Tristan was saying. Like, they're on a bad run of form. They've won three games in 16. They've only they've only currently picked up 1 more point than us in our last 16 games than we have, and like we've been terrible. So they obviously haven't been great either. And it's not like they've had 16 games is a long period of games. They played hard teams and they played relatively easy teams. So, and the thing is that, and they do have a lot of injuries. Well, I think Mitoma's back, but they do have their share of injuries as well, as does every team in the league. But they seem to forget that for some reason. I think we're going to give them too much respect, personally. I'd like to say that we'll go there and we can get a result, but I feel like it would be the same as the first game. I thought we played very well for the first probably about 60 minutes of the game, if my memory serves me correctly. And then we just sat back and just gave them so much time on the ball. And then it was 1-1, which overall I thought was a fair result. But they could have probably quite easily added a second and we could have lost that game.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's going to be the same, unfortunately. I wish I could be more optimistic about it, but with Roy in charge, I mean, I haven't seen any games this season that would suggest anything other than that.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to go there and sit off, aren't we? We're going to play a proper Roy Hodgson way of playing. We're probably going to play 5 at the back again. It wouldn't surprise me.
No. And I don't know if anyone. Well, I saw a little bit of their game against Luton the other week, and Luton just pressed them really well. Luton pressed them really well, and they were 3-0 up within about 15 minutes or something like that.
Yeah,
I think even less than that. It was like 8 minutes or something. And they pressed them really well. They got in behind. Are we going to do that? I just don't think Roy will identify that as a thing to do. He'll just stick to his ways that worked maybe like 10 years ago, but don't work anymore. And I just think we're not going to do things that we should. Like, honestly, if we don't get a point out of this game, considering their form, I think that would be a bad result personally, irrespective of the rivalry or what.
Yeah.
Right, but anyway, I've said my piece, so I need to go to work now. So,
Dan, cheers for jumping on for a little bit, man.
Are we doing a watch along tomorrow?
Yes, we are.
Cool. I should be awake for that, so that'll be calm. Right. See you later. Mate. Let's guys. Take care.
See ya.
Cheers.
So, on Fridays, I have the unfortunate